How's it going? It's been a while since I made a video, but I wanted to go more in depth with something that I really didn't touch on too much in my last video. If you didn't see that video, that's fine. It's mostly just about the more game sense side of Valorant and how to improve on that side. Just like more smaller things, you know what I mean? Whether it's agent selection, how to play certain situations, it's basic kind of things. So the thing I did want to go more in depth about is something that I think everybody struggles with at one point or another on their time playing Valorant, and this has to be aiming. Aiming and mechanics in general is just such a hard step to get over for a lot of people because they might not directly understand how to improve with specific things, and they might just be, spending a lot of time doing things that don't really help them improve. So I'm going to try to make more of a step-by-step guide to help as many people as I can try to, mechanically improve in Valorant. Alright, so this is the first step. Before you do anything else, load into the range and go to the box wherever you see the start and practice thing, and below that you'll see a sensitivity adjuster. And if you don't already have a sensitivity that you're really comfortable with and you're really confident with, just flick around and find a sensitivity that you like. Do small flicks, back up a little bit, just get like what you can get used to most and stick to it. Don't change it because that's where most people get messed up. They keep changing their sensitivity and they never actually learn. Now, there's a website that I've been using more recently that does actually really help you keeping consistent with your sensitivity. You put in your Valorant sensitivity or your sensitivity in any game and convert it to a different one, so you're using the same general sensitivity. So you don't you're still getting used to it even if you're playing a different game or whatever. I would suggest doing this if you played a lot of FPS games that aren't necessarily Valorant, but are still similar. Whether you play CS:GO, Call of Duty, whatever it is. Just you're still getting used to it and you're not constantly switching up on sensitivity. Now moving on to the second step, this is where most people are currently at in Valorant. It's where a lot of people get stuck at because it just sucks so much to do. It's the constant grinding of, slowly just improving, reinforcing your muscle memory because that's really all that aiming is and getting better at aiming is. It's just reinforcing muscle memory that you don't have yet. The easiest ways to do this, besides just grinding out comp, is going to be going into the range and practicing specific things. And you can look up a bunch of different guides. There's some really good ones about how to improve your muscle memory. I'll try to link some in the description if I can still find them. But these are, more specifically in the range just to help you more mechanically. And another great way to do this is deathmatch. Everybody probably already plays deathmatch. I said to play it in my last video to warm up. It's just a great way to consistently improve in the game. Another great way that a lot of people already do use, but I feel like it's not really being used right, is aim labs. They'll sit there and just play grid shot for like 2 hours, and it's like you're not really improving at the game. You're more so just improving a grid shot, which can help you in the game if that's your weakest point. Like small flicks or whatever. But you need to have a bunch of different, I guess, exercises that you're doing with it. Whether if it's like 6-shot or whatever, just like smaller flicks, more precision, not just speed and accuracy to get the biggest high score. You need to look at like different ways, like what you're not doing right and improving, and find different things to specifically help you. Now, why most people get stuck on this step is they don't see the improvements that they want to be super fast. Like, you're obviously not going to go from gold to immortal in like 3 days of just trying to do like aim labs or whatever. That's just not how it works. Most people don't see the improvement that they want to see and they just give up on it, and then they just stay hard stuck. But I can promise you, if you make an honest effort to actually improve and get better at aiming in general, you will see a climb in your rank. Like, you already might be super good mechanically for your rank, but you can always be better. A lot of people say I have the mechanics at this rank, but I'm all the way down here still, and it's like, okay, well, your mechanics can still be better, even if it's better than most people in your rank. It can still be better because you see a lot of these people that have zero clue what they're doing, but they get carried to certain ranks because they're just better than everybody else mechanically. They can just swing people and win. And I'm not saying become an ego player. Don't become one of those people that just insta-lock a duelist and swing every angle. Like, you might get the most kills on your team, but you're not really helping anybody. And if you actually do rank up by doing this, you're going to get to a point where the players that you're playing against aren't just mechanically worse than you. So you're actually not going to just win every single fight. This is something that a lot of people go through, and this is something that I actually had to go through when climbing out of lower ranks. I feel like I had really good mechanics for my rank, so I would just lock in, chamber and he is broken, Reno, whatever. I'd take as many like gunfights as I possibly could. And then I got into a certain point where I was like, oh, I can't really do this anymore, so I had to reinvent the way that I play. So the final steps I'm going to give you, and this is something that's most important whenever you finally get out of the stage of just permanently grinding to get better. Now, I'm not saying stop practicing on your mechanics and everything, because you can still always improve on that. But what I'm more saying is there's going to be a point where you're not improving as quickly, and it's going to be time better spent doing other things. Whether it's VOD reviewing, like pro games. I address this in my other video way more, so if you don't really know what I'm talking about that, go watch that video. It's near the end of it. But what I'm saying is you need to find a space where you can, you know, practice your mechanics and still do everything else that you need to do is improving as a player. Because I'd be lying to you if I said mechanics is the most important part of Valorant. It's definitely not, but it's a stepping stool to where most people in the like lower to mid ranks they do need to eventually just sit there and grind out aim labs or grind out deathmatch, whatever it is to improve the game. But when you as a player can confidently say, all right, I'm in a place where I feel comfortable with my mechanics, I feel like I'm in a good spot here. Now it's time to improve my other points of the game. That's maybe whenever you start going from playing like, 10 death matches a day to just doing one before you play comp game. Then after your comp game, maybe VOD review game. You're still playing the same amount of Valorant, but you're just shifting the way that you're improving at it. So that's about all I have. I'm sorry if not a lot of this made sense to you. I just kind of put everything that I had in my mind about mechanically improving in Valorant into a video. If you still have questions about like like how to like what you need to be doing to actually improve, just leave a comment. I'll respond to it. It's fine. Um, I do want to make more videos kind of similar to this, but not exactly, because I feel like there's still so much more that needs to be said that can't really be, just like put into two videos or whatever. But I feel like there's a big room for a lot of things that aren't really being talked about how to improve in Valorant, and these things are very very in depth and very niche for a lot of people that might not use them. But if you want to see them, I don't know, leave a like or something. I might try to make some. I don't know. But that's about it for this video. I am going to be trying to stream more on Twitch. I know I said this last time, but I streamed like twice. But I haven't really just had the time for it. I'm either just playing like Valorant ranked or, actually just doing IRL stuff. I don't, I'm just lazy. I don't know what to say. It took me like a month to make this like 10-minute video. Thanks for watching.